Hello, and welcome to yet another episode where we talk about deep and profound subjects at times.
My bad.
Today is not one of those times because this man is going to talk about one of his passions. Take it away.
The much maligned, oft forgotten
Here we go.
hairstyle from yesteryear that I have been crusading personally to bring back, to contemporize, and to render relevant once again. That's right, the mullet. Get ready for a truly hair-raising experience. You like that one? You caught that one. So the inside, the part.
Can we get on with
Okay,
this?
so some honorable mentions.
Okay.
Let us start with acclaimed badass 80s icon, the star of such movies as Red Dawn, where he really first started experimenting with his voluminous hair, Mr. Swayze himself.
Is this your favorite mullet?
It's not, but it's an honorable mention.
Whoa, wait.
What?
How many mullets are there going to be?
There will be plenty. But we'll count it down to the top 5 eventually. But I just want to sort of introduce the audience to what I'm talking about.
Sure.
Look at this.
Sure.
Golden Samson-like locks, right? Bushy, wavy, kind of dirty, right? Not like a vintage mullet, but like a good one. And he sported one a couple of years earlier in Roadhouse.
Not a vintage mullet. Okay.
In Roadhouse, he actually played it a little bit more modestly.
Right.
But here he's playing a renegade, free spirit, bank robber, wearing a Ronald Reagan mask.
Yeah.
So great 80s iconography all wrapped in one.
Right, is this number 5 then?
This is not number 5. This is one of the honorable mentions.
Okay.
I'm breaking down to it, okay? Look at that.
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas.
I mean, not really known for his mullet, was he?
No, and not very good arms there. Could use some mass fuel protein, I think.
Sure.
But what did he take down in this film?
What is this film?
I think Romancing the Stone. This must be a promo photo from Romancing the Stone.
Okay.
Took down big Colombian drug cartels.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
In search of El Corazon. You know, remember the emerald that he's after.
Yeah, I
right?
remember
Seduced Kathleen Turner with that mullet. That's powerful hair right there.
I guess.
And brought it back the year after in Jewel of the Nile when he was such a Al-Juhara, the jewel of the Nile. Remember taking down Omar Khalifa in the process, right?
Sure.
And then, by the way, don't forget, 3 years later in 1989, Black Rain.
Okay.
Wearing a more I would like to say like a more conservative mullet, but taking down Yakuza rebels. Write that down.
Yes, I'm on it.
Right. Ken Takakura was his partner. Andy Garcia as well.
Ken Takakura.
Okay. But I like this. I mean, he's it looks like my own hair actually.
We'll
move on. We'll move on. Okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay, now this is maybe a dishonorable mention.
Why?
Well, it's a kind of a jerry curl, but he's got mullet.
For a moment there, I thought you were.
What?
Anyway, continue.
But there is mulletization here at the back.
Mulletization.
Right? But you know why I include him?
Yeah,
because what are you writing?
Nothing.
Because he's the man.
Nothing.
He's the man who created a hair product.
Sure.
That styles the mullets properly. You remember what that was?
Yes.
What is it called?
Soul Glow.
Yeah. Do you remember the song?
Just let your soul glow.
Yes. Just let it shine through.
Okay.
And it leaves quite a stain on the car headboard, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, I'm not going to include him. You know why?
Why?
Not a badass.
Okay.
Was not the hero. Had no fighting skills.
Sure.
No Vietnam credentials.
You're right.
But he gets credit because he's associated with a hair product from that year, from that era. Okay, I'm gonna move on, right?
No, hold on. Now, I agree with this.
You agree with this? Why?
This is a look
Let's zoom in.
of a man that I would like to emulate.
Yeah.
I think it's more the tash than anything else. And those dreamy eyes. Hey, I do not have a crush on Tom Selleck.
I do.
I do too. Anyway, go on.
First of all, this is what he was most known for, right?
What a guy. What a guy.
The upper lip is what he was most known for. But I mean, this is what I call...
But listen. Let me just stop you there.
Yeah?
I mean, this is one picture. I've never seen him have hair like this in anything else.
No, this is later seasons of Magnum.
Right.
And Magnum, by the way,
seasons.
Magnum, by the way, a man who wears many a floral shirt or Caribbean style Hawaiian type shirt, like mine.
What's that going to do with anything?
Well, I'm just saying it adds to the badassness, right?
Oh.
And was a POW in Nam, right?
Yep.
Navy SEAL.
Okay.
So he gets to like ring off all those like cool credentials.
Okay, yeah, he's great.
He was captured,
I mean,
by the Viet Cong.
I used to like Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
But
Now you're just
can we please? Can we please?
I mean, this is really. This is.
What's with all the 80s people here?
What do you mean?
I mean, isn't there a modern day mullet?
No, there's some 90s ones.
I think that tells you something.
Now, Sam Elliott. First of all, this is a picture of him in 1986.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at him today, 40 years on or so, he looks exactly the same.
Great.
So, like, kudos to him.
And that's the mullet,
he's been rocking the same hairstyle.
Mullet.
Well, he's been rocking the same hairstyle for 40 years.
Okay.
And the tash.
Okay.
Right? Has played, like, bit part characters. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about his like character biographies from films.
He was very good in Big Lebowski.
But he wasn't like badass. He wasn't like taking down like street gangs, right?
He was amazing in A Star Is Born.
Again, nothing to do with like taking down like gangs.
So okay,
have you seen
wait. You have to take down gangs.
Why?
To have a mullet. You can't have a mullet and not take down gangs.
No, you can.
All right, so you can.
But I mean like
how many gangs have you taken down?
Well, good point.
All right, can we move on, please? Are we on number 5 yet? Is this
is a 90s mullet.
Is this number 5 yet?
I don't know. I lost count, but this is a 90s mullet.
I mean,
Jean-Claude.
Yes.
Okay.
Again,
look,
he had this mullet in this one film.
Let's just mull it over, okay? Just let someone that over, okay?
Oh my!
This is all business at the front, right? Look at that, right? Very, very business, very corporate. Yeah, very nice, right? He could be a banker. Look at him there. He could be a banker. Right, just look at that. But then it's all party at the back. Look at that. I think he's using Soul Glow there.
We're not seeing your party at the back here.
What do you mean? Look there.
Look at that. His bloody ear.
Huh? There. Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, we get the picture.
He's using Soul Glow.
Are we at number 5 yet? Can we just get to number 5?
Do you know what his name? Do you know what his name was in this movie?
No. What was his bloody name?
Chance Boudreau.
Why?
His mama took one. A chance.
All right, please
write that down.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Glenn Hoddle.
It's almost time for the main event. You got that one? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Why is there I thought this was all actors.
Well, I mean, I have to sort of give a shout out to one of England's most skillful, maybe their most skillful footballer of all time.
And that's got everything to do with the mullet, does it?
Jeff, you go down the wing, you whip it in, and another man with a nice mullet, my Tottenham teammate, Chris Waddle, leaves it in. You know what I'm saying? Beans on toast, Mexico 86. Have a nice day.
Bang as a mash.
Glenn.
Okay, great. Glenn. Yes,
you give Glenn credit for this?
Amazing.
It's very good. I have to say it's very good.
Okay.
I lost it for a second. All right.
Technical difficulties. Don Johnson, this guy's your idol. You worship this man. You try to emulate this man in everything you do. So this is going to be number 1 then?
So handsome.
Is this number 1?
No.
Your hero is not number 1.
No, but the thing is that like, first of all,
how long are we going to be here
so
for?
Handsome.
Is this number? What number are we on?
Handsome. I don't know. We're on like number 4, I think.
Okay, thank God for that.
But this is just like, first of all, it doesn't completely qualify because it's almost like just a long haircut rather than a mullet. You know what I mean? It's a bit too long through the front. You see there? Look at that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's just, it's all kinds of beautiful. I mean, I really, I gotta say, I mean,
but it's not a true mullet.
It's a hair-raising experience. I gotta say.
Please,
I mean,
if we're on camera,
look at that.
All right,
look at those blonde streaks.
Amazing.
All right, we're moving on.
The Lebanese freaking Don Johnson. Okay, now we're talking.
All right,
look at that. I mean, if you want to talk about mullets, this one I'll give you.
Well, yeah, this is a lifestyle. It's not just a hairstyle. If you catch my drift. This is all kinds of wrong, but it's so bad it's good. And this is not even a real mullet, by the way.
What do you mean?
As in, Mr. Agassi has admitted, so it's a matter of public knowledge, right? I'm not violating any privacy NDA rules, right?
All right, Donald.
That he actually like pieced that together. These wheatus, wheatus feathers.
Are you telling me that's not a real?
It's not real hair. No, it's not real hair.
That's a wig.
And it was the night.
That's a wig.
That's a wig. And it was the night.
What are you talking about, man?
Night before the French Open final, I think in 1991.
Yeah.
Okay? And he had a panic attack because the hair was falling out.
His wig.
His wig was falling out.
Okay.
And he pieced it together with like shampoo conditioner, hotel conditioner, and something else, and like Scotch tape. And then wore the baseball cap. Was so self-conscious the next day. I think he lost in like straight sets to Courier.
This can't be true.
I promise you. There are interviews about it.
Well,
but like, listen. But you know what? Like, it is like, it's like, it's so bad. It's good. It's like it's all kinds of wrong.
All right.
But
Yes. You made that joke 5 times.
All right.
Don't say.
All right.
You don't learn anything
All right.
on this show.
Yeah.
Agassi wig. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Now.
Kurt Russell. All right. This man is known. He's
Yes.
always had this haircut.
Yes, he has always had this haircut. So he rocks this haircut, even off screen, and has been doing so. I think like Sam Elliott, basically since the early 80s.
And that's important. Why?
Because first of all, proper badass as Snake Plissken, right? Taking down underground gangs, right? Then seducing heiresses and Overboard, right? Starring Goldie Hawn, his real life wife,
okay.
and then partnering up with Tango as Cash in this film.
This is painful.
Where he is playing like badass renegade maverick cop, right? And I have to give this guy credit. Sorry, technical difficulties again. But you have to give him credit, by the way. First of all his real hair. It's got great texture. It's the right color. Very thick.
Yeah.
Absurdly long down the back.
Okay.
Right? And now even with his hair, like, he's like a proper silver.
This is number 3, is it?
He's a proper silver. I think it's number 3.
Okay, can we move on to number 2, please?
But do we rate this? Do we rate?
Listen.
Kurt's name?
This is his hair. This is what he's like. I'll give him credit for that.
Okay, fine. All right.
How's this a mullet?
This guy.
He's like
This guy took down some heavy gangs. First of all, he played in this film.
Yeah.
He was playing U.S. Ranger, right? And took down. I mean, you remember he took down some of the world's biggest criminals all in one night.
Really?
Cyrus Grissom, aka Cyrus the Virus.
Yeah, remember him.
Right. William Bedford, aka Billy Bedlam.
Oh yeah.
He's the guy who didn't put the money back in the box.
The bunny buck.
The bunny back in the box. Threw him off the top of the plane and on top of the car. Remember?
Thanks to his mullet.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Nathan Jones, aka Diamond Dog.
Right.
Took him down.
Yeah.
Right. And why did you say it's not a mullet? I think it's.
Because he's got like hair missing. There's no business at the front, as you say.
Well, so what? It doesn't matter.
There's nothing in the front.
It's a mullet, though.
All right.
And it's so atrocious. It's outstanding.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Can we get on to number 2? Okay, here we go. Number 2.
Big 80s icon.
Right.
Okay, he came in at number 2.
But these haircuts are just, temporary.
Why?
It was not like Kurt Russell who had it the whole time.
No, it's true. But the thing is, here he's playing John Rambo, right?
Yes.
Action hero.
Sure.
Vietnam veteran. 47 confirmed kills.
47.
47 confirmed. 4 Purple Hearts.
4 Purple Hearts.
3 Bronze Stars. 2 Silver.
Right.
The Distinguished Service Cross.
Okay.
And the Medal of Honor. And by the time this film ends,
yeah,
he would have taken down the Viet Cong.
Right.
10 years after they disbanded. Because they disbanded in 75, I think, and the movie's set in 85, so there was a re-emergence.
I mean, so basically what you're
saying is... And he took them all down, rocking that mullet, right?
Yeah.
And then 3 years later, helped the Mujahideen.
Ah, the Mujahideen.
The Taliban, who later became the enemy of the West.
Okay, so
but he helped take them down against Soviet oppressors.
So
rocking the same mullet. So took down Vietnamese and Russian armies
can we conclude
with that outstanding
that
hair.
if it wasn't for his mullet, we'd all be living under communism.
We could be.
Okay.
We could be.
Let's go on.
Do you know at the end after he's kind of like been beaten by the war, and they ask him, "How will you live, John?" Do you know what he says?
Tell me.
Day by day. Write that down.
Sure. Okay, number 1.
Number 1.
Drum roll. Please. No drum roll.
Oh my God.
It's Mel Gibson.
It's a multiplication. There's 2 of them. I mean, this guy.
Can we wrap it up? Tell me.
First of all, he has the edge on Stallone.
Right. Why is that?
Because they're 2 equally big stars.
But 4 Purple Hearts.
Yes, it's true. But first of all, he launched 2 action franchises. Okay, sporting basically the same hairstyle. First Mad Max,
Yeah.
where he was a warrior of the wasteland.
Sure.
Underground gangs, street punks, all that kind of stuff.
Went beyond Thunderdome.
Went beyond Thunderdome, exactly.
Not many of us can say
We
that.
don't need another hero.
That's great.
Okay. And
Please.
then, that had 3 films, right?
Right.
And then, as Martin Riggs, aka Lethal Weapon, right? Suicidal, ex-Green Beret, worked in the Phoenix Project in Vietnam, and took down Shadow Company. If you remember those mercenaries who were importing coke into Laos, they got back together in Los Angeles underground in '87, and he took them all down. And by the way, he has one of the best lines of all time,
which is,
"I did a guy from Laos from 1,000 yards out, rifle shot in high wind. Maybe only 2 or 3 people in the world could have made that shot. It's the only thing I was ever really good at."
well, thank you for
Oh,
watching.
and by the way, have you seen The Beaver? Mel Gibson's movie but he cut his hair for that.
And that's what
Watch
it
The
is.
Beaver. Write that down.
Thank you for watching. If you agree with this ranking, Mel Gibson's is number 1. Let us know. Like, comment, and if you're desperate, subscribe. I'm done.
Please mull it over.